Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Veteran Lifting Veterans. It's been a minute, but I'm back, you guys. So listen, hit like and subscribe so I can keep bringing you these videos. So look, today I wanted to talk to you guys about something very serious, and all the topics that we discuss here are very serious, but the topic that I want to talk to you about today is your life plans when you transition. Granted, I know some of you will probably say, well, once I transition, that's it. And you're right. But the people that you left behind, your loved ones, your family members, the people that care about you, they have to deal with the disposal of your body, however you choose, whether it's burial, cremation, whatever. They have to deal with the disposal when you transition, and they also have to deal with some of the things that you've left behind. So I wanted to talk to you about that today. Now, you don't want to get caught between a rock and a hard place. Now, when I say that, what I simply mean is this. If you pass away and you have insurance policies, you have land, property, whatever, and no one knows about it, then it's useless. Because I can assure you, I don't know any insurance company that's going to reach out to your family members when you transition over and say, hey, this individual had an insurance policy with us and we owe you a certain amount of money. They're not going to do that. If your family member does not reach out to contact them, it just sits there. They're not going to get it. So what I'm saying to you guys is prepare your family so that when you do transition, they're not left clueless as to what to do to make sure that there's a smooth transition. All right, so guys, look. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and I wanted to make sure when I come before you again to bring this information to you, I wanted to make sure that I brought you the information that is helpful to me, and it could also be helpful to you. Now, what I've done was I went ahead and I created something to assist my family so that when I do transition, it will take some of the burden off of them. They'll have some idea as to what to do. I have 2 sons and I have a daughter-in-law, and of course I have some grandbabies. So they're still pretty young right now. And I just want to make sure that I can take some of the stress off of them. So what I did was I created something that I call My Life's Instructions. Now, it's a document. It's probably about 6 or 7 pages, all right? But now let me tell you what I did before I created that document. Well, I created the document, and then I went and I told them exactly what I've done, and I also told them exactly where they can find that document at, because if I'm gone and I've created this document and they don't know about it or they don't know where to find it, it's useless. It's just a rock. A rock has more purpose than the document that I've created if they don't know about it. So they all know about this document that I've created, and they also know where they can locate that document. And the document is placed in the safe. They know they know where the safe is located. They know how to get in the safe. And they know, the other documents that are there for their, to assist them with it. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit of what I have in this document. So on the first cover page of the document, it's just a little note to them. It just says that instructions for my life, for my family, when God calls me home. Simply put. And it has a little note to them. I won't read that to you because it's personal. Now, that's the cover sheet of the document. They all know that this document is also on my laptop. And I will tell you this before I go any further. As things change, I can come on the laptop and I can make changes to the documents. And in the event that I don't have the opportunity to go and print a new updated copy out, they also know that the accurate document is actually on the computer just in case there are some changes. All right, so now back to the document. So the first page has listed of the assets. All right, so you're talking about my house, Airbnb, the rental properties, the vacant land, the vehicles, if anything is financed, who it's financed through, pretty much a basic layout of about how much is left owed on it, so forth and so on. Any assets that you have, whether they're paid for or not, go ahead and list those assets. That way they'll know, hey, unfortunately, when someone passes away, you get people that come in and try to claim your stuff. And at least your family members will know what you have. And if you had promised someone something, go ahead and put that in that document as well. So that way it would not come as a surprise to your family members or catch them off guard. So yeah, so the first page lists the document, in the document, it lists the assets. It lists if there's a balance on those assets or whether it's paid in full. It'll show there that it's paid in full, or it'll show the balance on that asset. It'll also show where that payment is going and where it's coming from. Say, for example, my home, the mortgage on my home, and who that mortgage is being paid to, and exactly which bank account that mortgage is coming from. And it also has the loan number for that mortgage. All right, just some basic stuff. All right, so those are the assets. So first, second page, assets continues. Like I said, you want to list everything: cars, trucks, especially riding lawnmowers, tractors, whatever you have, guys. You want to list all that stuff. I know it sounds like a lot, but once you start, you don't have to do it all in one day. Once you start doing it and you start thinking about it, and that's why you do it on the laptop, because you may miss something and then you can always go back and add that to it, or you may get something else and you can always add that to it. All right, so I have 2 pages of assets. Now, another thing you want to have is a page for your passwords. I know, you don't want to write down your passwords. I know this. I know you don't, but you need to. You need to write down the password to your cell phone. You need to write down your password to, if you have a safe, the code to your safe, all the like your PayPal, your Cash App, your if you have stocks, your bank accounts. Write all that stuff down, you guys, and you put it where those people, your close family members, know, so they will have no issues getting to your assets when you transition. All right, so once again, your passwords to all of your accounts, write those things down. And trust me, it's gonna help you probably more than them, because as we get older, we tend to need to eat more blueberries because we forget. But just know that writing those passwords and stuff down there is gonna help you as well. So yeah, so that's the password page. So next, and of course I have 2 password pages. So next page, you're gonna write down, all right, so, okay, division. All right, so you wanna do your division of your assets. All right, so now, even though this will be done on your will, but it's always good to make sure that you go into detail about little things that you want to maybe pass on to your grandbaby, or just something simple. Put that down in those instructions, okay? Let's just say a car, or you want to give that to, one of your kids. Put that in those instructions. Trust me, when they see it, if they honor you, they're going to make sure that the things that you put down that you want to happen in your transition, they're going to make it happen. Now, most importantly, you guys, your life insurance policies. You need to list each of them. You need to list the amount that they are. You need to list the company's name as well as the policy number. And then put a phone number down there so that they can contact in the case of your demise. It's going to make it so much easier for them. Otherwise, now they're searching. They don't know if you have insurance. They don't know how much it is. But if you put, if you put all that in writing for them, it just makes it easy for them. They can call that number and boom, and they already know how much the policy is. So they don't have to be blindsided if your policy is $100,000 and then the company is telling you that the policy is $20,000 and you actually have the policy on hand and you're seeing it. It just helps it just makes it a little bit easier for your family members, and they'll have all that stuff when you transition. All right, so that's life insurance. All right, once again, we talked earlier about assets division. Very important. Like I said, enlist it by name. You know, the grandchild's name or your child's name and exactly what it is, and sit down and discuss it with them. All right, and then once you've done all that, and if you have any businesses that you're doing, whether it's a at-home business or whether it's a business away from home, you make sure you list that, and you want to go into detail about what is to happen in the event of your transitioning over. And I tell you what, veterans, family members, it's going to make it so much easier for the people that you leave behind if you do that. Like I said, you don't have to go by my list. You can cater it to you, but those are just the basic things that they need to know. And if you wanted to go into more detail, you can go ahead. And I know it may sound morbid to some of you guys, but it's life, and we were born to die. You can even go ahead and start your obituary for them, because let me tell you something. I know some of you have already experienced it, but if you're sitting down at a table and you're trying to write out an obituary for your mom, your dad, or your child, or any loved one, let me tell you something, that's a hurtful feeling. And just to be able to get through that, you know, it brings so much sadness to you. So if you did that and you already pretty much had it written out, and you had a suggestion as to what funeral home you'd like for your body to go to, what church you'd like for your services to be held at, if so, if you'd like to be cremated or buried, all those things, you guys, you put that in that document, I can assure you that you would have taken about 80% of the stress from your family members in the event that you transition over. So you guys, I know that I've been talking for quite a bit now, but I thought this topic was so important, and I wanted to come to you and give you that information. And like I said, now you can cater it to you. What I've done is to help me and my family. I have 2 sons, like I said, and I have a daughter-in-law, and they're young. And you guys, tomorrow's not promised to us. Our next breath is not promised to us. We were born to die. And if we can take just a few moments of our time, and it doesn't even have to be tight. If you could just sit down and you could just take your time and handwrite it. You don't have to type it out. You just handwrite it and put down instructions for your family members. And I can assure you that it'll be appreciated in the event of your transition. It will be appreciated because it will help them out a great deal to get through the hurt and pain that they would have that they would be enduring at that time. So you guys, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Share my videos, you guys. Share my videos with your family and friends. I know majority of you have probably already thought about this, and you probably already got it done. But if you hadn't, go ahead and take the time to do it, so it'll take some of the stress off your loved ones that you leave behind. So once again, this is Sandra Williams with Veteran Lifting Veterans. I hope that the information that I've shared with you today could benefit someone that come across my video. Once again, Veteran Lifting Veterans. You guys like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.